Episode number 1.
Riff and Banger podcast.
We're figuring it out as we go. This is it.
So I'm Faye, and
I'm Jess, or JRoc. Either or.
if you want to look us up on Instagram.
We've forgotten all the talking points.
Yep.
Great. I love this already. It's great. Your name. We've got our name out of the way.
Yeah.
So
I guess how long we've been in the scene? I think in terms of the local scene, I'm a pretty recent addition. I've only just started going to gigs.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I'd started going sooner. It's definitely after the pandemic kind of thing. It's like, I should go to more gigs, and that started happening, and it's been the absolute best. So, yeah. What about you?
Oh, I think I started going to, I suppose, heavier shows from maybe 2010. I was a little dance music rave kid before. And I think the hybrid from really extreme dance music into really extreme heavy music came classically from an ex-boyfriend that listened to a lot of really heavy stuff. And then I started working in music venues, which is probably where the bulk of it happened for me, for the local scene. I worked at the Bendy, Max Watts, a few other places. And then I started going to gigs just flat out because it was work.
Yeah.
And that was fun. But yeah, I think after the pandemic, I kicked myself in the ass and was like, I need to go to more shows. I'm scared they're going to go away again.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I'm finally on a roll of going to heaps, which is cool.
Yeah. Definitely the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
I think. We're very lucky to live in a city that's got so many great local venues and bands.
Yeah.
And it's, we want to keep that going.
Yeah.
So please don't stop, guys.
Have to go to gigs. All the gigs, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in any bands?
I'm not.
Nice.
I'm just a professional watcher of gigs.
Professional gig attender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need us.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any musical projects or anything that falls within the scene itself?
I don't know. I play guitar. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not that good. But I've written a few songs with my partner and stuff like that. But whether or not that'll turn into a live music thing, it's a different story.
Yeah.
Because stage fright would just be the end of me. So good luck getting me on a stage. This is as good as it's gonna get.
You never have to get on a stage. You can
Actually, true. Yeah. I can hide behind a curtain or something.
The mystery. That's pretty cool.
I could. Yeah. Maybe one day.
Never say never. I don't play any instruments at all. I will occasionally honk on a kazoo, which is pretty fun, just for pure silliness. But yeah, I do a lot of adjacent things, I guess, to live music. I host a quiz, which is going to be at the Bendy. It used to be at the Mill, which is a little brewery in Collingwood, and they just recently took over the Bendy. And so my quiz just moves over, which is kind of fun because I haven't worked there since 2017. So the quiz is going to be, just me on a stage yelling out questions and playing music. So that's kind of a music adjacent thing. Yeah. And I'm a celebrant, so I marry people.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. But my marketing ploy was to kind of try and find the weirdos like me. So I put up stickers in the bathrooms of all my favourite dive bars.
It's great advertising.
Yeah. It's well, how do I find bands that I like? You're in the bathroom at the tote and you're like, oh, that's cool.
It is a good way to find bands. It actually works.
Stickers up in every toilet. I've had a few bookings as well, which is kind of great.
See, there you go.
Yeah. We found your sticker at the Last Chance toilets at 6:00 in the morning. Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah. So they're kind of I guess, my musical adjacent endeavours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of fun. Yeah. Just want to marry more weirdos that like music.
That'll be the dream. Really.
Yeah.
Heavy metal, weddings.
Yeah.
We need more of them.
Definitely. What is your favourite local band?
Oh,
if you can narrow it down to one.
No, I don't
it's
know
hard.
One. I think it's gonna be Treebeard. I think they're my favourites.
Yeah.
They're just so great.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, it's hard to narrow it down to one.
It's really hard.
I love Religious Observance, but I'm also really loving Diploid at the moment.
Yeah.
I just feel like they've since they released a new record not long ago, I've just seen them so many times. And I feel like they get more and more intense every time I see them, which is really cool.
So I've heard that. So I need to get out and see them.
Yeah,
so,
they're great. They just got a new drummer, but they're just so, like, even more energetic than before, which didn't feel possible. Yeah.
Yeah,
if you want to name your second favourite band.
Oh, no. Second favourite? I really, really like Myriad Joan as well. I'm a bit of a, I guess, like post-rock kind of nerd, so that tracks. But no, they're phenomenal live. Like, I would highly recommend checking them out if you haven't. They're so good at creating like an atmosphere, and absolutely love it. Yeah.
It's so hard to name one.
Yeah.
We're getting to the hardest point of the questions.
What is the hardest point of the... Oh, yeah. Favourite Australian local band that's no longer around? I still haven't thought of one.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
I had a little think about it and a little Google before. Definitely Horse Hunter, who are a doom band from Melbourne that stopped playing. I think their last show was in 2019. So just before all the spicy kicked off and we lost gigs, they called it quits. I remember their last show was at the Tote, and it was, like a bit of an emotional one, but they're a great band, and they released an album in like 2015 that was just, like doom extravaganza. So heavy, so massive, but no longer, which is real sad.
No, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still can't think of one. I might have to pass. I genuinely can't think of one.
That's good. That means
I was going to say, I mean that's
pretty
good. So well done, everyone I listened to, for like sticking together.
Yeah. Good job. Stick
good
together.
To not have an answer for that.
The next question that we have to answer. This is also a really hard one. Even harder now that everybody's opening pubs again. What is your favourite local music venue?
Oh, this has been fun because since I've only just started recently going, like, there's been a lot of like first times at like the Toad and like Last Chance and like other ones. But what would be my favourite? I do have a soft spot for the Toad. I'm so happy it got saved. Well done, everyone! It's just so much fun going there. Yeah. Some of my favourite local gigs have been there, so that's definitely up there for me. Yeah. What about you?
Oh, it's a hard one. I think I would love to be in the position of being able to experience some of these venues again for the first time. I'm probably going to say, it's hard. I really like the Tote as well. For many reasons that are probably a little bit unconventional. Like that back band room is a bit chaotic.
Yep.
With the little pit. I remember watching an Extortion show, and there used to be a fluorescent bulb, like a long fluorescent light over the pit. Yeah. And I remember watching Extortion, and I just thought to myself, oh my God, that light's going to come down. And somebody grabbed a hold of it, broke it, and then threw it into the crowd. So I guess for like unexpected but also awesome, I reckon the Tote as well. Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen.
I'm glad it's back.
Going to be way more of those gigs in the future, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think it's great. I also really love the Bendy, and I'm glad that that's back as well.
Yeah, me too, because I've never actually been.
Really?
That was one that was on my bucket list if I need to go to the Bendy. Yeah. And then it was just like, oh yeah, we're like closing. So like, fuck, not another one. So I'm really happy that like I might get to tick that one off still. So
you will.
Yeah.
So I've had a little bit of involvement behind the scenes with the Bendy. Because I did some work with the mill, I got to kind of sneak in every now and then during the like fit out process. Yeah. So they've taken over the Bendy, and they've got a brand new sound system. They've just cleaned it up a little bit. It hasn't changed too much. So like anybody that walks in there now won't be like, well, it's different. It looks the same. It's just a bit cleaned up. Yeah. And the sound system is awesome. So the first gig you do see is going to be one of the best gigs you'll ever see there. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so keen.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that they're just like slowly booking gigs as they go, but yeah, there'll be some cool heavy stuff that we all like coming up soon.
No, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have another favourite venue?
Ooh, favourite venue. I really like the Evelyn as well. Like that's a really good sized band room. Like the stage is like really good.
Yeah.
Sounds really good. Lighting's always good there.
Yeah.
That's probably another favorite. Because I think that's one of the ones I've been to probably the most as well for kind of like local bands. And even like international bands too. Like I remember seeing The Ocean there years ago. And that was one of the most chaotic gigs. Like the vocalist was like freaking like climbing on the like ceiling like rails like over the crowd and everything. I was like, what the fuck is this? But that was great. I've got some fond memories of the Evelyn for sure.
Yeah, I really like it too.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, I just wanted to, because we both spoke about how much we love the Tote. I think also Max Watts is one of my favourites for like bigger.
Yeah.
I've seen so many bands there, both local and international. You just know you're in for a good time.
Yeah.
It's
great.
Like it's always a good spot to stand, and you're always going to see the band from anywhere.
When you're short, that matters. It really does. It matters so much. And like Max Watts is a selling point for me. If I see like a band's going to be at Max Watts, I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yes,
instantly.
You automatically know it's going to be great.
Yeah. Like some of my favourite gigs have been at Max Watts. Like we were so lucky earlier this year to see like Russian Circles both nights, and that was just a phenomenal experience. And like the lighting there is so cool. They've got like the like lights on the LED ones on the ceiling that kind of like flash and flicker, and it just adds so much. And like I got to see Death Heaven there. That was just unreal as well. Like they're a favourite band, so yeah. So many good memories in Max Watts.
Definitely. Yeah, I love everything. Like the lighting is just so cool. Yeah. And
sound's always on point.
Yeah. And when you know that if you're seeing something that's a bit more hardcore and everybody's going to start a pit, I'm like, step on a few steps and get out of there.
Up the stairs and run for safety.
So good. Yeah. I reckon I've seen some of my favourite shows at Max Watts.
Yeah, same here.
So good. Oh.
Yeah, we're spoiled for choice, really, when it comes to venues.
Loudest band? Loudest gig? Loudest Melbourne gig?
Ooh.
Huge question.
I think one of the loudest gigs I ever went to was, I think, Cull headlined it. I think it was like a Halloween gig. Maybe last year or the year before. Can't remember. Time's an illusion for me. Yeah. That was one of the heaviest fucking things I've ever heard in my life. I was like, I didn't know things could be like this heavy. Yeah. And it was like 3 of them as well. So I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
They are one of the heaviest bands I've ever seen. Yeah. Just loud. Yeah. Do you know where it was?
It was at the Old Bar.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was like this tiny room, and they made it sound like it was in a giant fucking underground like cave. It was just unreal. Yeah, definitely the loudest one for sure.
Yeah.
What about you?
So good. There's been a lot.
Yeah.
There's been a lot. I will admit that I was a late comer to earplugs. I know that I probably should have.
Yep, ear protection guys, get on it.
Working in bars and like going to so many gigs, I was very late to earplugs. Probably a bit silly. White Horse, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every time I see them, they are just heavier and louder than before. I just saw them a couple of weekends ago, maybe last weekend at the Old Bar, at the Tote, and doesn't matter what size room that you're in with them, they are so loud, and it's a nice treat.
Tear the walls down with sound.
Yeah. Just feel it through your bones.
Yeah, that's what you want. I want to feel my organs like just rumbling.
Yeah. I want to feel my rib cage shaking around. Definitely my loudest.
Yeah.
Gig, loudest band. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we could actually talk for ages about this stuff.
Yeah, I feel like we could.
Yeah. Have you thought of a band that's no longer?
No, I can't think of it. I'm still like, it is in the back of my mind. I can't fucking think of one. So I bet you, as soon as we stop doing this, my brain's going to be like, oh, hey, we remember now.
We'll do another episode on it.
Yeah. But when my memory actually kicks in.
Yeah. Great question coming to us. The strangest Melbourne gig.
Strangest Melbourne gig.
This is so open to interpretation too. This could be anything. I definitely have seen some very weird shows.
Yeah, I don't really know if I've been to any that I'd consider like strange or weird. Or maybe I'm just not freaked out by much.
That's cool.
I'm not too sure. Not too sure.
Yeah. I think I've probably been a bit more spoilt because I have worked in so many band rooms. But so I get to watch gigs kind of more often than people just going to them. But I would definitely say It was a time where I worked at Shot Kickers, which is awesome music venue on High Street in Thornbury. And there's this band playing called Dane Blacklock and the Preacher's Daughter, and they're like a satanic gospel.
Oh, yeah.
So they have, Jesus is in there. They've got like, they're all wearing cloaks. There's a demon that performs and does burlesque.
Well, this sounds like my kind of thing.
Whole crowd experience. Yeah. So I reckon that was probably one of the stranger gigs I ever saw because I didn't have any idea about them. I just turned up to work and then people started hauling in like life-size crosses and cages and I was like, what's going on? That was really cool.
Oh, that definitely sounds like something I would be into. For sure.
A heavy experience, I'd say. Sure. Yeah. Very cool. But very unusual. And I liked it. Yeah.
Sometimes you need that. I remember the first time I think I ever saw Behemoth, I was terrified. Because I remember Orion, like, do you know Behemoth? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Orion, their bassist, like this giant, huge guy. I was standing at the front, like close to the front. I'm pretty sure he looked at me and I was terrified. I was like, he's just going to jump off this stage and just like absolutely murder me. Yeah. I was convinced of it. So that would probably, that would probably count as like a strange experience.
They are.
Because it was so intense.
Excellent band to watch live.
I don't know what to do with it.
I'd be so scared to get stared in the eyes. Like that would freak me out.
Actually, another weird one. I remember seeing Mayhem and Watain back in, I can't remember what year it was, but they were together. And I think the vocalist for Watain, like, I don't know if it was actually pig's blood or not, or if it was fake. Not sure. But like,
it's the age-old question.
Max Watts from memory and like just out in the crowd.
I remember that gig.
Were you there?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow. What are the odds? And now we're here sitting together.
And here we are.
Remembering.
Yeah.
But I think that would probably count too, because it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that was another like terrifying experience, I think, for sure. But in the best way. Like, scared in a good way.
Yeah.
You're enjoying it.
The age-old question, is this pig's blood or is it fake blood?
Or is it,
We'll never know.
We never will.
We'll never know. I don't want to know.
Unless someone can remember and they can inform us and then we can have nightmares for the rest of our lives about it. Yeah.
Can't say I've ever been covered in fake blood, but I guess the night is young.
It could happen.
Could happen at any time.
Alright, so upcoming gigs where we may potentially have some more interesting experiences.
Welcome to the gig guide that we read off our phones.
It is a lot of information to remember.
All right, do you want to start us off?
All right, so on Friday the 13th of September, which will be this coming Friday.
Friday the 13th. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it doesn't get more. Can't get more metal than that. We have Aquilus doing their album launch at Northcote Social with the supports I'm going to probably butcher this. Mondante, Irreparable, and Requite. Then you can hang around afterwards for a gig from DJ Slaytanix. Tickets are through Oztix on the Northcote Social website.
Friday the 20th, Treebeard is doing their album launch for Snowman. And that's at Shot Kickers. I used to work there. It's a great venue. It's going to sound awesome. Supports from Soma Plume Droid and Black Aleph. Tickets are through Moshtix or Bird's Robe.
Then on Saturday the 21st of September, we have Crypt Crawler at the Gasser, joined by Carcinoid, Vexation, Hormagaunt at Niver, and tickets are through Oztix for that one. If I butcher anyone's names, by the way, I'm so sorry.
No, you nailed it. Hormagaunt was perfect. Yeah. I'm going to butcher this one. On Saturday the 28th, Volvodynia? Yes. And that's at Stay Gold in Brunswick. Supports from Melancholia, Pincer, and Cerament. Tickets are through Destroy All Lines.
And then if we want to look forward to October, on the 5th, we've got Sleep Makes Waves doing their Love of Cartography 10-year anniversary tour at Max Watts with supports from Light and Rollo Tomasi. And tickets are through Oztix or the Birds Road website for that one.
Friday the 5th of October, there's a few things on. Ghost Smoker with 100 Years War, Eaten by Rats. Oh, I always pronounce this wrong and I'm going to try my best. Clavia Krieger at the Old Bar. Tickets are through Oztix or the Old Bar website.
And another one for the 5th of October. God, spoiled for choice today. Spire, Midnight, Odyssey, and Petrol at the Evelyn Hotel, and tickets again are through OzTix or the Evelyn Hotel website.
Closing it out, Friday the 18th of October, Nile are doing an Australian and New Zealand tour, and the 18th of October is at Max Watts, and the supports are from Ashen, Carnal Viscera, and Rithing, and tickets are through OzTix.
Oh yeah. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Should we talk about some new releases?
I think we should.
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple. So Treebeard are going to be releasing Snowman on the 13th of September. So keep an eye out for that one. We're
actually interviewing them.
Yeah, we are. So keep an eye out for that one too.
Stay tuned for that episode, one of these episodes.
Hell yeah.
Ghost Smoker are releasing Incarnate, which will be released through Art as Catharsis next year. The single off their upcoming album. We're going to talk about that and interview them actually in a couple of episodes, which should be great.
Yep.
Yeah. We're interviewing everyone. It's going to be great.
Right, yeah. Everyone get on it. Then we're also going to have a new release from Brumelling. Sins of the Father will be released on the 4th of October.
And Black Aleph, and they're releasing... We should do a whole episode on mispronouncing things.
We really should. Sure. I'm so sorry, guys.
We're going to get corrected. Please don't hate us in the comments. We're trying our best out here. Upsides released through Art as Catharsis on the 25th of October.
Oh, yeah. Definitely keen for that one.
Yeah. This has been a bit of a hoot. I think we're wrapping
That's
up.
All. Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Yes,
this has been really fun. We're figuring this out as we go along.
To us ramble.
Yeah. If you like listening to us ramble, we'll be doing this again.
Yeah, we can do more of this, I'm sure.
If you want to become our sponsor and give us stuff, please do that also.
Yeah, wouldn't say no to that.
Yeah, it'd be really good if we had some beers or something.
It would be. It would be nice.
We'd just feel better. Yeah. I'm Jess.
And I'm Faye.
Thanks for listening to the first episode of Riff and Banger podcast.
Oh, yeah. We'll see you in the next one.
See you when we're looking at you. Bye.
Bye.